This is Misty Garcia, and this is my final presentation for classroom management. Over the length of this course, I've learned a lot of information about preparing for the classroom for day one, and have learned that classroom management is the key to effective learning in the classroom. In this presentation, I'll give my examples of the following: a classroom mission statement, procedures, routines, parent-student contract, and attention signals. So, the mission statement I have is: our mission in Mrs. Garcia's English classroom is to work collaboratively to create an engaging, productive environment that is conducive to learning. We will work together to uphold our classroom standards and help each other reach our learning goals. My mission statement has a few bigger words, vocabulary for students that will give me the opportunity to explain what these words mean and to build student vocabulary, since I'll be teaching 7th grade English. Some of the procedures and routines that I'll have in my class are the first one is entering the classroom. So entering the classroom can be a little chaotic and time-consuming at times when students don't know what to do. So having this procedure in place will help students get in the routine of beginning class in a timely manner. And then the next one is checking attendance. Having the students take a little bit of control of small tasks such as checking attendance can save time in the classroom for the teacher in the long run. So having the students sign in as they come into the classroom will give them the opportunity to check in by themselves. And then you can have a student that is the designated attendance checker to check to make sure everyone has signed in before the tardy rings, and then that student will report absences to the teacher that will then report the absences to the office. Bathroom breaks can be disruptive to other students' learning, so having a procedure and some rules in place lessens the likelihood of distractions. And then having a little bit of a incentive would encourage students to stay in class as well. In this procedure, I would give each student 5 bathroom passes at the beginning of the 9 weeks. If they absolutely need to go, they are allowed to use one of their bathroom passes. And then whatever bathroom passes they have not used by the end of the 9 weeks will go into a jar for their class for a prize drawing. So the more passes that they haven't used by the end of the 9 weeks, the more chances they have to win. So that gives them a little bit of a motivation and competition, if you will, to stay inside the classroom instead of looking for any excuse to leave the classroom. Cell phones are also a distraction, so having this protocol in place is helpful. For 7th grade English, my goal is that cell phones are prohibited for use in class. We have Chromebooks available if they need to use technology. Phones must be turned off in your backpack or in the locker at all times, with the exception of before or after school if they need to get in contact with a parent or someone to pick them up. And then phones may be allowed for use on field trips, depending on the school policy, but a parent, guardian, and the student must agree that the school is not responsible for lost or damaged items. So permission slips will be given to students for that before a field trip. And then talk about it is the parent-teacher-student contract. So the contract is designed to create a partnership between the parent or guardian, the teacher, and the student. So upon agreement and compliance with this contract, all parties will maintain a working relationship that will help the student achieve the highest degree of success possible during the school year. So communication between parents, students, and teachers is very important. So having this contract agreed upon by all parties helps outline the expectations and responsibilities for each. This is a sample of the parent-guardian agreement. It will ensure the child is punctual and attends school, maintain a positive attitude towards school, agree to provide a quiet and disruptive environment for study time at home in a specific time, stay up to date with any and all academic struggles that their student may have, provide outside support with academics if needed, encourage the child to read at home and outside of school, and to keep communication open between the teacher and the parent. The student agreement is that they will agree to work to the best of their ability, attend school regularly and be on time to class, come to school prepared to work and with completed assignments. They must agree to abide by the school's code of conduct set forth in the student handbook, and to follow the requests and rules of the teacher and respect her at all times. Respect the personal rights of others, cooperate with the teacher and the parents and guardians, and complete all of the assignments to the best of their ability, and to ask for help if they don't understand the lesson or if they fall behind in any work. The teacher agreement is that I will agree to support the student in striving to do their best in the classroom, provide the necessary assistance to parents so that they can help with assignments, provide information and feedback about the student's progress, provide and use special activities in the classroom to make learning available to all students, agree to be an educational resource to parents, and agree to keep the communication channels open between the student, their parents, and myself. The next and the last aspect of this presentation is the sample of attention signals that will be used in my classroom. The clapback signal is when students are engaged in classroom group work, which will probably happen quite a bit in group work. So in that scenario, I will clap a rhythm, and then the students will clap the rhythm back to me. So like a monkey see, monkey do kind of thing. So if needed, I will repeat that until I have the attention of all students. So if I'm in the front of the room and I clap and the students in front clap back, I may have to repeat it again so the ones in the back also know that I'm getting their attention. And then I'll be able to talk to them and I'll have everyone's attention. So the callback is when students are engaged in individual work, like if the classroom is quiet and they're working on individual work, I'll say carpe diem, and the students will reply seize the day. So it's giving them a little bit of practice with Latin words, and this will let them know to pay attention to what I'm about to say. And then during the year, I may change the callback to a certain quote from a book that we're reading during the year, some popular quote or something. I could use that, incorporate into my callback signal. The quiet signal, like if we're in a place such as a library or museum, if I need to get their attention, I'll raise one finger in front of the students. When students see the signal, they'll copy my gesture and pay attention. So if I'm in the front and I'm raising my finger and the ones in front of me see it, then they'll copy the gesture, raising their hand, knowing I have their attention. And then the rest of the students will follow. And if I need to, I can walk around the room until I have everyone's attention. And then that'll also be helpful if we're in a bigger area, such as a gym or cafeteria. If it's really noisy, they see me raise my finger, they know it's time to get quiet. And then my ready to go attention signal is to signal students that it's time to clean up. So I'll use a musical chime in my classroom. So when the students will know that when I use the chime, that they have 2 minutes left of class to finish up any work they may be finishing up and to clean up around their area before it's time to go. So these signals will help maintain a little bit of order in the classroom and save some time in the process.